Hi guys, so we have this loaner Lexus RX 350, and I'm gonna do a review over the car. We're gonna like talk about my impressions, the changes that make it better than what we had, because this is a loaner car. So what we have now is a 2017 RX 350, but we're just gonna compare the differences, but it's mostly gonna be a video on this specific year, so 2021. So I don't know, should I start driving? Let's see. Okay, I'm gonna put on let's do climate for now. Just run the climate screen. So what I noticed differently so far about this car, okay, so what is different from our car spec wise is this one has the matte steering wheel. We have the luxury one, so it's the glossy sapele wood with the aluminum striations in the center and aluminum right here. And then so another thing is this one doesn't have ambient lighting, so there's no ambient lighting on the side door. And then right here there's no ambient okay, so because I'm recording on the sunroof, that's why, and the phone is pretty heavy. And then there's gonna be a lighting right here. Okay, and this interior, I don't know what the name is, but I'm gonna just guess that it's caramel because it's something that Lexus would use. The steering wheel, this is, to my knowledge, on both of our cars, so the 17 and the 2021, I think this is faux leather, because it's not a bad thing. It feels high quality, but I just noticed real leather, it gets oily quicker, because we have a GX, and that steering wheel gets greasy and oily. But this one is super easy to clean, and I noticed vinyl leather or faux leather, it's easier to clean and it lasts longer, and it looks way better throughout the years. And then this one has a matte steering wheel, as I said. I really do like the feel of it, but I feel like over time, since I have lotion, and if someone uses products on their hands, so they're constantly touching greasy things, and then to transfer over to the steering wheel, this steering wheel will eventually become like glossy. So it's kind of better to start off glossy, because then it will just stay glossy forever. But it does feel super nice, and it sounds nice to look. I don't know if you can hear that. It just feels nice. And then comparing for the 2021 specifically, what I noticed, oh, the windshield wipers on auto. So let me turn off on auto. There you go. Oh, this one, I don't like how the 2021, they took the option of the fog light. So you have to get the triple beams, I believe, to get the fog light. But now for the 2022, they return back the fog lights as a standalone option. So any trim you choose, you could get fog lights, which is good, because fog lights, in my opinion, it just makes the car look better, and it's a safety feature. So this one has the LED headlights, but it doesn't have auto leveling, no AFS, none of that. I do like how on the 2021, it's the trackpad, and people they gave it too much flack, but it's actually not that bad, because on the 17 RX, that is bad, because you overshoot often, and I put it on the highest setting and the lowest setting of the haptic feedback, and it's just difficult to use whenever you're driving. But with this, it has a touchscreen, so it's redundant with the touchscreen. And the trackpad is actually good, because my brother has a 14 RCF, and that trackpad, the haptic feedback, it feels kind of like a toy. It doesn't give you that tactile feeling like this. It gives you a more tactile feeling. It's not the best tactile feeling. It doesn't feel substantial, like you're touching like metal, because this thing is plastic. There's only so much you could do, but the way you interact or slide with it, the accuracy is pretty high. Look, if I'm on this screen right here and I want to go to the other 68, I have to do it 3 times. 2 times, because this is blank. So then I go down 1, so 1, 2. Oh, I overshot a little bit, but okay, it's not the easiest, but it is not the most difficult either to look. So 1, 1, 2, and then down, or like, let me go 1, 2. It's because I swiped over too many times, that's why. But yeah, it's not that hard to use. And then I like how it has like this extra button right here where you go up and it presses, and it has an extra menu for more settings. So look, 1, So say I want to go to equal cool, I just do it 4 times. 1, 2. Oh, or I could just do that. Honestly, you just use your brain. Because I could count, but it just goes to it. It's not that hard. It's not the easiest, but it's not that hard either. But the thing is, you have a touchscreen as well. So it's all good. I freaking love this new phone holder. I think all cars should have this. Because yes, you put it in the cup holder, but the cup holder is a circle and your phone is more like a rectangle square. This one, it has like, and it's also grippy in the inside too. So then it grips your phone. And it's removable. This has a Qi wireless charger. Our car, whoever spec'd it before us, because it's used, didn't option it, but it's a fairly inexpensive option. But the Qi wireless charging is right here if you need it, but I don't like it because I heard that it heats the phone on the back and heat just degrades the battery. But it honestly doesn't even work with my phone because I have like a metal plate. But that's not even saying a lot because I've tried other wireless charging and my phone still has like that metal magnet plate where you do the phone mount, and it works fine. But this one is just so weak, it can't penetrate through that metal. But other than that, differences with the 2021 I see is the new stop engine button. I thought it was metal, but it's not. It's just different design, but it's just, the look is great, but I just thought it would be metal. So that's that. The volume knob is a different thing. It feels plastic, right? I honestly think this is plastic because on our car, on the 17, it's actually real metal. But on this, I can't tell if it's metal or not because it looks kind of like plastic. Like this, I know. Yeah, I think it's plastic. It just feels like it. It feels more, it doesn't feel as rough. Like plastic has like a roundness to it. Yeah, but that's kind of sad though. If it is plastic, that means they degraded it. Yeah, another thing I don't like, and also on 2021, this is no longer a little storage area. Like I used to put like hide like change in here, but now this is locked. I don't know what's the reasoning for that, but that's that. And on this specific model, it is a all-wheel drive, so it has a center locking diff, which is interesting. And I also like how you can see the all-wheel drive status onto the MID, the center instrument panel. And the camera system actually works pretty well. But let's do a little driving, and we're gonna drive at a parking lot, and then I'll do the review there because I don't want to do it at my house. Or should I do it here? Because I'm literally right over here anyway. Oh, let's just do it here. Duh. Why should I drive? Just wasting gas. Okay, so let's just do a walk around then. So I don't even have to bring my stuff. It's great. But then I don't know. So let's do an interior view. This is the matte wood. The only thing I don't like how this is not luxury because there's no that extra stitching. Because on the luxury there's like 2 lines of stitching right here that cross each other, that intersect. This is the window controls. I feel like Lexus, they should change these like Mercedes style to like the metal look. I don't know if Mercedes uses real metal, I'm not sure, but it just looks nicer. The control unit for all the other functions. And I noticed for the auto high beam, you don't have to press it forward anymore to activate it. It's just in neutral position. You just have to click the auto high beam button. Oh yeah, and then for another thing is this car has paddle shifters for some reason, which I actually kind of like because we drove a X3 before and it had paddle shifters. But it kind of makes sense because that's kind of like sporty because BMW is known to be sporty. So this is the gauges, and I like how on the volume you could change the volume. Here, turn on the thing. The volume, not only does it change on this, it changes right here too. See? And then say like I change like a track, I don't have to be on the music tab anymore. Like I could just be on the driving menu right here, and then I could just change this channel or the track, and it just automatically does it, like a brief, information display, and then it just exits itself out. I also like the steering wheel look. I feel like Lexus should not copy the other manufacturers and put same steering wheels in every single model, because I know back then the LS used to have its own, but then now the LS steering wheel is kind of being shared with everything else, which is not, it's good and bad. It's kind of bad for the LS drivers. But then on the GX, on ours, I know this was metal, but this is just silver painted plastic. It looks nice, but if they gave us like better material, it's just, it gives that more tactile, luxurious feeling that it's just quality. Then I like the claw. And don't mind my smacking. I'm eating a little Ricola because my throat, it's not sore, it's just, it needs some love. So I like this cup holder, how you push it down too. Push this up. That's just tape. And then that's the glove box. Is damped and lined with felt. Right there. I really like the interior. On camera it looks a little bit more orangey, but it's actually, let me lower it down. No, I can't change. But it's pretty. It's really pretty. This is that. This is just my equipment, and then my hairband, but I'm gonna take that out. This is also lined with felt. I also like how there's 6 USB ports. So there's two, and then there's 2 in the back. And then this is the back seat. Lexus, I noticed their designs for the seats not as intricate, but I feel that's a good thing. It's bad for the eyes, but it's good for the butt and the back, because with all that stitching, it gets into your back and you could feel it, and it just gives the unnecessary pressure point. But let's do exterior walk around. Let me turn off the car so we're not wasting gas. Oh yeah, and some of the chimes are different now. Like the seatbelt, it used to do like, let me turn it off right here. So it used to do like this chime is bing, but then now it's like a bing. Like it's longer now. It's double the length. So this is the outside. This is the Nightfall mica. Pretty. See, I also like this. It's functional. It's an air curtain. Because I know on ours it's also functional, but it, oh, someone hit this car. Oh, dang. Wait, it has another one? Oh, this is the little underlip. Oh, I thought only the luxury had these, but I guess it's all on the cars that are not S Sports. So at least they made it design, like instead of flat, they added some like depth. But this is an air curtain, kinda. And it goes through here. A little air curtain, not that significant. I love the Nightfall. I like white cars too, but white's a little basic, so let's just add a little color in our life, you know? So look at that shine. The paint color that I really like so far at this moment, as well as the Mazda red. Mazda knows how to make red. The red is super pretty, and I don't know why there's a wasp there. I'm not gonna touch it. This is the exterior. This is the loaner car number 347. The 20-inch. I call it the flower petal wheel. This is the back. I don't know. This is the plate. This is the back. And I like how the rear wiper, it's hidden. Because on the new Lexus, like the NX and the LX, they expose it for some reason, which is making me scared. So I think that 2023, 2024 RX is gonna have an exposed wiper now, which is disappointing because it just cleans up the look if you just were to hide it. But I just hope that doesn't come to life. And I like how on the revised bumper, instead of, I like it but I don't. I like it because it's not ugly, but I don't because on ours, the reflector is bigger. Like it's vertical and it's longer. This one is kind of like shrunken, but it's integrated into the design because it follows the shape of the exhaust, so it's like parallel to it. But yeah, and I like the little underguard, the bumper thing. It makes the car look tougher and it's different. But then I also will show you the kick to open feature, because on ours, the older generation is the elbow thing, whereas like the badge right here, but then on the newer generation you just kick it. So let me go get the keys. And also on some RXs, I don't know why, but on some of them you open it from the outside, and then some of them you open it from the button from the inside of the driver knee area over here. But it's just a little weird thing. This is scuff plate. I'm just going along. I don't even have, this is not a organized review. I'm just talking about whatever I see so far. These are the door pockets. That's my dad's thing. I'm not gonna open it. It's like, that's food. And then the felt line. I wish the grab handle was like the GX version, where you grab right here, because over time if you grab this, it gets all wrinkly, and then over time this leather is not gonna look great. But let's go get the key. Get the trackpad. I like how they just made it so fancy. But I noticed on the 17RX, a cool thing that it does is, say the mouse pad is like is off center. If you turn off the car, it centers itself, which is pretty cool. This is the electronic parking brake, the button up close, auto wipers, paddle shifters. They're not metal, but they still feel pretty nice. The texture wise, no, I wish it was glossier. It was kind of matte, but I guess they did it like more matte for grip. This one doesn't have the fog light. It has the electronic tilt and telescoping steering wheel. Odometer chip buttons right here. That. This one does not have the head-up display, but a cool feature is, oh, I'm burping, excuse me. With the light sensor, if you don't turn on your lights at night, it will give you a little warning. It's like, please, it doesn't say please. It says turn on headlights. These are the seats. And I think on the luxury, these are 4-way headrests, but on the base models and regular, it just goes up and down instead of going in and out as well. But we'll open the back like that. It's pretty. Then, oh wait, this one, I don't know if it has tint. Oh, this one doesn't have tinted windows. Okay, because usually Sewell, they tint their windows, but I guess not. But it's weird. I found like this weird thing on sedans. They don't usually, like even Lexus sedans, they usually don't tint the back glass or any of the glass. Like, they don't have privacy. But then I noticed on like the SUVs and crossovers, they do have it, which is kind of funny to me. And, like, I feel like it needs tint. Okay, so this, I have the keys on me. So all I do is I swipe my foot a little bit. Oh, I need to go a little further. Oh. There you go. And it opens. That's that like Ross bag. We're gonna donate it. It's just a bunch of old belts. But I noticed how they upgraded these lights to LED. On ours, they were actually halogen, but since it's halogen, there was an option for us to take out the halogen bulb and get like an Amazon one on Amazon and get like a brighter LED. Because I noticed on the Lexus one, theirs is not as bright. It's pretty dim, which is disappointing because even though it's LED, it's not that bright. So like this, okay, I feel like this one's not latching because the seat's kind of heavy and I don't want to break the latch, you know. Okay, let me just leave that down. But then someone who used this before, oh yeah, I liked how on the RX they chrome plated this, because on the NX I see on the 2022 it's just black plastic because the chrome makes it look a little fancier. And I see the tie down hooks right there. They should put some, like on the Sienna, they put it on the back of the seat. That's really handy as well, because it gives you more hooks to hang your groceries. See, you don't have two, because then you put on the back of the seats on the Sienna, there's like maybe like 2 on each, so that's a lot more. These are the seat tethers. I'm not a parent, so I think it at least, it's a center seat. Okay, so there's probably only 2 isofix points, so it's one over here and one over here, so you can only have 2 car seats, because in the middle I don't believe there's like anchors on the bottom. But this one, you have the option to close it or lock it, but on ours it's the 2-in-1 button, where the lock button is the same thing, you just double press. And then I could also close with the foot like this. Oh. There you go. Oh. I'm doing it wrong, let me do it again. Okay, there you go. Okay, then you do that. It goes down. Oops, freaking! Did not need to do that. And I'm gonna unfold the seat. Freaking. And then I know on the RXL, the cup holders. Oh, this one doesn't have a storage. I don't know if they took it away for the 2021, but I'm touching it because it's really cold. It feels like as if you are touching your pillowcase at night and then it's that one cold spot and you just hold it. Just touch it. So these are the cup holders. It's really sturdy plastic, which I like. Because even though it's plastic, there's such thing as high quality plastic. Look how thick it is. It does have a storage, which I noticed this one doesn't have. I guess it's because this is a premium or base model. So yeah, and I noticed since without the storage, I can't really say anything, but with the storage in the RXL, I noticed the USBs are in here, which I feel like it's inconvenient because that means you can't have someone sitting in the middle anymore. So I like how they put it here. But they should have, this is all blank black plastic. They should have like a little storage cutout. Because on ours, the heated seats are right here. And then there's like a storage cutout for here, but then yeah, you can't have it because the USBs are here. But since this one doesn't have the heated seats, at least like give like a cutout right here. On the air vents closed. This is the seat. Let's see. It's a 40-20-40 split. So I really like this handle design. It's pretty. It's like substantial too. So you just do that. Oh, freaking. Why is it stuck? Give me a second. Okay, there you go. Just folds like that. I don't like how it doesn't fold flat. I don't know why Lexus did not do that, because on our old 04 RX 330, the seat would fold flat because the seat bottom, it would protrude up and down. It'd be like, and it would go down. And the backrest could make up for the distance that the seat goes down for. So this one, the seat bottom just stays stationary, which is not a good thing. I like how they gave a little pocket. But I feel like manufacturers that do this, they need to make this bigger. So then if you were to drop something, you could vacuum. Because vacuums, their things are like this big and say you can't reach everything. Or they should make like a liner where it's like a cutout like this. And it's like a plastic liner and you just pull it out. That would be a good idea. This is the door panel. And I noticed they painted these. I don't know if they paint these on all because I think on the previous gen, I mean pre-refresh, these aren't painted. Like, I feel like they were black. But then another surprising thing that I found is the seat backs are plastic. On ours it's like this a squishy material like this. It's padded. But it's high quality plastic. It's thick. But it's just surprising how it's plastic. I think because I know on the pre-refresh all the models it's just soft touch. Then on this one, this is the lower trim. See, like this is the mount that I was talking about. On the lower trim, it's like hard plastic, which is kind of like surprising. But it's like, it's good because then like kids, they kick. And I know whenever I was little with the RX 330, I would kick this. I was like an evil, dumb child. Like I would always kick this and it ripped. And I ruined the car. I don't know why I would keep doing it. Like, and my dad would have to super glue it and I would like play with it and I'll just kick it and then it would just, well, I eventually stopped doing it, but there's that time I would just ruin it. It's weird. Oh, this one doesn't have like the Lexus scuff plate. It's just on the front two doors. So it's like this. Seat belts are black, which I do prefer because the lighter seat belts, they stain so easily, which we have, which I don't like. Like they look fancy, but they should make like some type of coating for the seatbelt where it resists stains or it's just stain proof. And I like the adjustable seatbelt height. I put on low because if it's too high, it just gets all over my face because I'm short. Oh, I noticed this is hard too. Wow. Wow. Okay, so on ours this is padded. Okay, so because Lexus, usually the Europeans are the ones who do that, where they differentiate the trims by adding more padding. Because I noticed with Lexus, back in the day or previous years, what they do to differentiate is like nicer leather or more stitching. But then now they're actually doing the German thing where they're doing the more padding, where they, on the lower trims, this is just hard plastic, and then on the higher trims, it's the padded material, which is, I actually like that because you kind of get more for what you're paying. But then another disappointing thing with the newer generations, this is not felt lined anymore. like on the RX 330, this used to be felt, which I don't know if it's a good or bad thing. Cause say like you're carrying cargo that's rough, like if it were to scratch this, then yeah, you don't care. But then as a luxury car, it doesn't look as nice. It's because it's just plastic. Like back in the old RX, like all of this was like felt line right here. But honestly, to mitigate that problem, they should just do felt line and do that Jeep thing. Because I know on aftermarket Jeeps, they have like this door shell where it's molded to this door and it just like clamps on. Like it just hooks on like this, like is a cover. And it's like hard plastic, so you could carry anything in the back without having to worry about the door being damaged. But I like the seat belt. They're a little cute. They're pretty too. They're not ugly. Oh, there's crumbs. Well, this is a loaner, so okay. So these are the tether hooks. They're pretty exposed, so I think they're easy to install. Look, someone installed these already. See, this is the key. This is the older generation key. I like the new one. It's prettier. This one's not bad though. The only bad thing with this one is if you have the key glove, you cannot take the manual key out. You have to like take off the glove, then take out the manual key. But then with the one prior to this, I don't know about the new one, but the one prior to this generation key design, you could take out the mechanical key without taking off the glove. Ow! I just hit my head. Okay, so let's go to the passenger side, and we're gonna do a little driving session. So this has the 2-way lumbar. There's probably 10-way. I'm gonna just make an assumption because I don't want to count. I like the storage unit right here. I feel like they should have added it on the driver, because that would be cool. You have more storage. Yeah, and this is the storage thing. Oh, someone left a nickel. I'll take that. All right. And if you guys are interested, I guess we'll look at the engine as well. This one has the paint protection film, which I guess is nice. Okay, let's look at the engine, and then we're gonna do a quick drive, and then I'll end the video there. Oh yeah, this one also has a 360 camera, so it's pretty well hidden within the grille. This one has the leaves. I guess I'll take out the leaves for them. Okay, there you go. That's the engine cover, the battery. I noticed this thing on this forum where they said cars should come with the anti-corrosion pads, the green and the red, but they said it's how they make money, so to fix cars. So I guess. Okay, there you go. And I like how the windshield wipers are kind of hidden underneath the hood. Keeps it clean. Then here you go, the blind spot monitor right there. And then let's do a quick drive, then we'll end the review. And then also I'm gonna plug my phone in the CarPlay to let y'all see what it looks like. And that's the rearview mirror. Okay, so I'm recording on the iPad now, so the quality might be a little different. I plug my phone in there. No, it's not wireless Apple CarPlay, but I've never had Apple CarPlay, so wired, I guess that's fine. So let's click menu right here. If you're driving this from here to here is kind of far because the pad is kind of big, but you get, I guess, just get used to it. Let's slide over to Apple CarPlay. Enter. Let's play Wrecking Ball. It's a pretty high def screen. It's not the highest def like compared to your phone, but for a car, it's good enough. And then you could change the volume from here, and then you could change the track from here. Oh, this song is good too. I like this song. Should we just keep it? Doesn't matter, right? And I noticed they changed the microphone, so instead of like a little rectangle, it's like instead of being landscape mode, which it is now, it was vertical up and down. And they put a cover on the SOS button now. And like with the new Lexus cars, the SOS, the safety connect, is 10 years, which is really good because it's just a safety feature people find me. Oh yeah, this is the soft text. Look at this. Because in fake leather, it doesn't really crease. See that? But that's good though, because people who reverse and then they put their arm like this, it tends to crease this so much. But then with the fake leather, it's gonna hold up well. That's why I kind of prefer fake leather. Like, even though it's fake, it's just more durable. Look. I just wish it doesn't like fade its color. Okay, I know this is fake because I could feel it's grippy. I don't know, this feels kind of, no, this is faux as well. But it doesn't matter, it's high quality. Okay, you could change the screen. Oh, the roadside assist. I like how you could do the notification level right here. And then you could do the exit speed. But I only put in visual because we're gonna return the car back anyways, and I don't want it to beep for people. Parking on, parking assist. Blind spot, and then you can change. I like this a lot. I don't know, I like this a lot. I don't know if other car companies do this where you can adjust the sensitivity, but then you can do it on far, like the warning, in your blind spot, or late. But I do it on like that, and it's on. You could see. You can't really see the difference on camera. I can't even see it in real life either. Blind spot on. It used to have like a beep when it's on and off, but I guess they took the beep away. Pre-collision, I put on the most sensitive so we don't crash. And then this is the little vibration. I actually, on our car, I put on the thing because I don't want the motor to like wear out. I put on the warning. Okay, I put the favorites on this one. I set it to the driving assist. Let's do a video. Let's do the pre-collision thing. Let me record on my phone so it's better. Alright guys, so this is the map. It looks pretty nice. I don't know why people give flack for Lexus and Toyota map quality. It's not even that bad, look. Literally, it's not even that bad. Look, you just look. It's not even bad. Ooh, what does that say? Factory? Leather factory. Okay, I see. But yeah, let's put it in drive. And I'll show you the little 360, the new 360 function. But this, I'm gonna focus on the camera because I don't want to crash. And you notice that the beep, it's like, look how smart that is. Because then on the older generation, if it's the farthest distance, it will beep like that indefinitely. But this, since we're on the farthest detection line, the sound, it beeps for like an X amount of seconds and then it times out, which I like because it doesn't get annoying, because you know you're far away from something. But then the thing I don't like is if you mute it from here, it says mute, you can't unmute it. It says temporarily, but it's temporarily for the next time you shift into driver reverse. Because on the 17RX, there's like a button here where you press mute, like mute, unmute, mute, unmute. But yeah, the beeps is kind of different. The sound isn't different, but the duration, like, it's a longer beep. And then the picture right here is different too. So let me click on this. You see? It's like a different graphic, and then it's like blocks now. And then you can see I changed it to blue because whoever had this car before had it to white. So let me do it closer. And on this thing, the only thing that I don't like about this is it's in halves now. Because then on our cars in quadrants, so you could select each four, but on now the new ones, you can only do half and half. But let's just keep as this, and let me creep up. Let me see if it stops. Oh, so it stops. Okay, so if you're on the farthest setting, it'll stop. Okay, now it's detecting all four right there. Oh, so it still stops. Let's see how much. Does it stop again? Oh, so it's like it kind of like gradually gets quieter. That's so cool. Okay, it's flashing now. Oops, it's quiet, getting annoying for you guys. I want to see how long it will go on for. It'll probably go on forever. You heard that? Okay. shoot the reverse. Oops, it's getting kind of loud. Sorry. Ooh. Sorry. So let's go back. Oh wait, so this is another feature. So that's the brake thingy. But then if you click the view button again, you have a different view. And then if you turn, it makes the car like this. Wow, cool, right? Cool. I know I'm doing dry steering, but I apologize. See, I'm just showing you the feature. Oh wait, let me see. Is that the new RX? Yeah, that's the new RX because then the reflectors are horizontal instead of vertical. Okay, let's go forward. Let's go back to the regular front view. You want to do the test again, guys? Okay, and it braked. So let's go back. And I like the graphic for the root cause traffic alert because it's like those arrows, like beep, beep. It's like moving graphic. Let's just put it in. Let's just park it now. And I don't like how people with the electronic parking brake, they don't hold their feet. So if you don't hold your feet while the parking brake's engaging, it's not good for the actuator or like the freaking thing because it's not even done. Oh wait, it's on 3D mode. Okay, whatever. But yeah, let's do a little quick drive and then we'll end the video from there. Okay, I'm reversing. There's a car right there. Okay, there's a car. It's gonna beep. But I don't think I'm gonna get that close. That's cool. I noticed another thing. It's like BMW. So the front beep is different from the back. Did you guys notice the audible tone? So I'll reverse whenever I get back home. Like, it's different. And then the beeps are from the back now. Like, it comes out of the back speaker. Okay, that's a good idea. That's why I get excited over like the little changes because it means they're improving or they're like trying to get better. Because I kind of get mad at Toyota Lexus for improving so slow. But then in reality, whenever you drive the car, they're actually improving a good amount because they're refining their product. I don't know. You guys can tell I'm biased with Toyota Lexus, but it's because I grew up around them, so that's all I kind of know. Oh yeah, and it has speed sign recognition. So there's a stop sign and it's onto my dash right now. Okay, so oh yeah, and another thing with the turn signal, it slaps now. Look, listen. You hear that? It slaps. Whenever I return it back, it slaps itself. This Kia Optima is kind of going fast. It would be cool if we had front cross traffic, but we don't have an LS. That'll be cool. One day, I'll test an LS with that. Or it doesn't have to be an LS because the new NX has it now. The thing with this car, compared to the 2017, is it drives smoother. The transmission, it shifts. Whenever you decelerate on the pre-refresh, around 30 going down, 30 miles per hour slowing down, it has like this shuddering effect. But then on this one, it's smoother. But I was kind of disappointed because we're going to the mall at low speeds yesterday, and it shuddered. And I was like, oh, they didn't fix everything then. Because ours doesn't even do that at low speeds. I don't think I've yet to experience the shuddering at low speeds. Only at the deceleration from 30 miles per hour. But also a good thing with this is this one has Lexus 2.0. So the steering assist is really strong. It's not reading the lines at this moment. I don't know why. It's probably because of the sun. Something, but yeah. I'm gonna wait until it's reading. Actually, let me go onto this bigger road where the lane markings are better. And I gotta commend Toyota Lexus for their turn signal design because it fits your hand. Because on Nissan it's kind of bulky. On BMW I noticed it's kind of puny. It's small, and it's like instead of like doing this, just like this, I literally had to like grab it, like because it's so small. It's like I had to grab it like that. Let's go on this road and see what happens. Let's accelerate. And this car compared to the GX, I like it better motor wise because it feels less heavy. Like it feels like it has enough power. The GX, it kind of feels a little bit slow, but it's a bit slow. This one gets up and goes. That's why I feel like my dream car, I changed. It used to be an LC. It still is an LC, but number one now is an RX 450H. But then I'm interested in, since it has an eCVT, I wonder if the transmission would shudder anymore, because CVT is like, it's like the, people say reduction gear. I don't know what that means. I think that's for electric cars though. I think it's like some type of belt pulley. So wouldn't that in theory make it smoother? Because I've driven Nissan CVTs. They're kind of not smooth. Like you could feel whenever you, say you're driving 40 on the highway and you take your foot off the gas and then you press your foot again, you could feel you could feel it engaging. But what do you expect? It's like, Nissan's a mainstream car, so it's not reading the lines at the moment, which I'm surprised, but I'm not, because the lines are visible. Okay, so visible now. So look, it's good. But then if we had the 2.5, oh, it's locking onto the car ahead of me. That's good. Okay, it's braking. It's braking now. Okay, I'm gonna put it at 2 bars. I wish I had like a camera. I should have like, in the future, I should have like they should have like a neck camera, so I could just wear one right here, so then it could record. But it's holding, and it's just waiting now, so I'm gonna just wait. But then I like how Toyota, Lexus, they have this feature where you can put the camera on automatic, so whenever you're like 5 miles per hour and lower, the camera will automatically turn on. But then on BMWs, and oh, I thought that was a GV70, but it's a Volvo XC90. Cars, they kind of look similar nowadays. I can tell the difference, but I'm just saying they kind of look similar. I just spit there, sorry. So, and then okay, now it's okay. It's tracking the car in front of me now, because there's no line markings. That's good. What the heck? It just vibrated. Oh, maybe it vibrated because it's no longer tracking the car, right? I don't know, but with the 2.5, it takes account into the curves. So then, but this feature is just, it's so convenient. It's really useful, because if you're on like a long road trip, it's useful. I love it. But then they need to upgrade with the 2.5, but I feel like they're reserving that for the 2023 or 24 RX, the new generation coming out. But I wonder what that's gonna look like, and I wonder if the GX, if they're still gonna make the GX, which I think they are, because I heard they're patenting the GX 550 nameplate, because I've heard from Kirk on his channel, and I feel like they should keep it, because the GX is like selling well now. Like, why wouldn't they? With the 4Runner, it was selling good. But then recently, from like, I feel like 2015 up, they're starting to go, the volume of sales is going up. Because even though the product ages, the people who buy the car, they understand the product, and they know. My nose is itching. I need a piece of paper. Okay. The people who understand the product, they just understand. So let me cancel the cruise. And I'm gonna head back home now. With the speed limit, I feel like it's too small. Like, it's a little bit too small, and the thing that's not noticeable at all is if you go over the speed limit, the little orange amber thing that surrounds the speed limit, it's not like visible enough. But I think that's a good thing, because I notice people who buy these types of cars, they get annoyed. Like, people don't even, I notice they don't even turn on lane keep or like lane departure alert, because they feel like they're a competent driver. But I actually love these type of features because they help me. They're like aids, and they just make me feel more relaxed. Like, if I were to mess up, then the car has me, or can like help me. But with the orange thing, it's a little bit too small. But I guess it's good because it's less annoying, and then I, as a driver, should know that I'm speeding. So say the speed limit is 40, I don't need to pay attention to the orange ring to tell me that I'm going over. I should be, oh freaking, I didn't even notice the camera because it's shaking so much. I feel like, is it like a, whatever. Oh, I'm gonna just put it right here. Because me as a driver should be paying attention to the speed, right? So say the speed limit is 40 and I see on my instrument gauge that it says 40 miles per hour, but then I see on my speedometer that I'm going 50. I'm like, oh shoot, 50 is bigger than 40. I'm speeding. So I guess it's like up to me. But it's smooth. The RX is like, even though without like any advanced suspension system, it's good. It's good. And I'll do a review on our RX as well, and then the GX and you know all those stuff. It's just I don't know where to start, but this is the starting video, I guess. Just driving around, enjoying. Then I need to figure out a new hairstyle because I don't like the middle part, because I feel like everyone does the middle part. I want to do something different. I was thinking about shaving my head. No, I was lying. Like maybe like this. Maybe that's cute. But yeah, I give this car 8.5. 8.5 out of 10. What I change? Well, this is a premium, so I can't be asking for much. It's not a luxury trim. I feel like if it's a luxury, I give it a 9. Because no car is perfect. But how it makes me feel, like Sarah Entune, she has like a rating thing where it's like objective and subjective. I think subjective is based on your opinion. Stop objectifying people. I think objectifying means based on the book, and then subjective is based on your own opinion. So based on what I'm saying, I think, because Sarah does both, so subjectively, on my opinion, I give this, like how it makes me feel, probably like an 8.5. But then objectively, probably still 8.5. It's good. It's a good car. It's not bad. The lowest for objective is 7. Because I know there's manufacturers or other competitors that offer more. But it's just the comfort knowing that you're driving something. Like I know it's so cliche saying Lexus is so reliable and all that. But it is a big thing. If you're driving a car that's expensive, you don't have time to be going to the dealership. Like going to the dealership is a pain, because then I get scared that they're gonna nickel and dime. Because you don't want to be paying for something that you don't need to be paying for. So it's just nice knowing that you're gonna buy a good product that's gonna last and that's not gonna give you a headache. So there's people that saying, oh, you should lease and stuff, but there's people who actually want to own their things and not want to be paying payments forever. But objectively and subjectively, I'll probably give it an 8.5. But I'm going home now. And I'll see you guys soon. And then I'm going to review a different car. It's probably going to be the same. Maybe just Lexus for now, because I don't know how to get my hands on some other brands. But eventually I'll get there. But thank you guys for watching. And I'll see you in the next one. Bye.